Hello, folks. Welcome to Stay Well with Dr. Zorba Pastor.
That's me.
I'm Karl Christensen, and I'm sitting across the desk from the one and only Dr. Zorba
That's
Pastor.
me. I am real and not virtual, nor am I AI.
He's all those things. He's also a family doc, a father of four, former NPR host of his own show, and he's also wearing his Colorado baseball cap that he wears a lot. Rocky Mountain National Park.
That's right. I love hiking. I love everything to do with the outdoors. It is always fun to be outdoors.
That's true, and we're glad you're with us on Zorba's new podcast, A Joyful Take on Living Well. Today, we'll take a listener phone call. Zorba will answer a listener email. We'll look at some new research about overcoming fear, and Zorba will debunk some medical quackery. Zorba's also going to tell us about the best chocolate chip cookie recipe he's ever made.
If you like chocolate chippers, if you are a chocolate chip fan, you will want to hear the secret to the best chocolate chip cookie you have ever baked in your life. And that is a tall order.
All right, if you have a question for the good doc, the number to call, 608-492-9292.
That's 608-492-9292.
Just keep dialing 92.
And remember, you can always email us at askdrzorba@gmail.com. Spell it out, askdrzorba@gmail.com.
That's right. Who knows? Zorba might answer your question right on the podcast. Let's go to one of those phone calls that we have now. This is a listener from Duluth, Minnesota. Hi.
Okay, Dr. Zorba, this is Matt from Duluth, and I have swimmer's itch, and I would like to know what can I do prior to going into the water.
Well, first of all, which water are you going into? I mean, that's the
Lake Superior.
That's right.
Oh,
It's really a function of what's in Lake Superior at that time. I mean, that's kind of what happens with swimmer's itch. So do you get it every time you jump in?
No, only during the warm months. So I am a kayak guide, so I go into the water all the time, but just once in August, boom, my body will be covered by red dots as if I was attacked by an alien.
Right. And you were actually attacked by aliens. So, well, they really weren't aliens. So, no, they really weren't aliens. But frankly, swimmer's itch, it's a function of what's going on in the water at that time. It's a function of essentially what's growing in the water at that time. And so, there's no absolute answer to this, but I want to go back for a second. You are a kayak guide, but you've got a wetsuit on, or you don't have a wetsuit on?
I don't have a wetsuit on because the water temperature has reached a certain, warmth, and the air temperature has reached a certain warmth.
And so what is warm water temperature to a kayak guide?
I guess if the air temperature and the water temperature equal something above 110 degrees, then we don't require the dry suit or the wetsuit.
Oh, you mean you add the air I never knew that. You add the air temperature and the water temperature together, and then you don't have to...
Yes, because hopefully we would get the customer out of the water as soon as possible, but then they would be relying on the air temperature to get their body temp back up to healthy limits.
You know something? You have just taught me something. I had no idea, nor did I ever think about that. I do kayak, but I kayak in warm water around Madison, Wisconsin. How warm does Lake Superior get in the summer? It doesn't get particularly hot.
Well, the surface temperatures probably are on a calm day, 60, 65, maybe even as high as 70. But with any air or water movement, it drops drastically to 50 to 45, 45, 50 to 60.
Got it. So I've got to ask you something. Now, so you find 65-degree water warm or cold? Carl's
Good
just
question.
Laughing.
Well, when you're used to,
yeah,
I guess your body becomes acclimated to whatever you have to put up with.
Yes. No, I do know that. I've white water.
I get the customers in and out of the water, and they don't have to touch it. I do. So
Right. That's what I mean. Well, one thing you can do, although it may be bothersome, is you're going to protect your body by wearing some sort of a wetsuit or a dry suit on you. That's ultimately what it is, because it's a water issue, and you're not going to do that. I can tell from laughing. That's not going to happen. So that's about it. What do you do for your swimmer's itch after you get out? That's an issue.
well, just about everything. Hydrocortisone,
Right.
the 1%, calamine lotion,
Right.
and just scratch like crazy until time cures all, I guess.
And the other thing you may want to do, you may want to talk to your physician and just get some prednisone and have it on hand. And if you've got swimmer's itch, give yourself 20 to 40 milligrams of prednisone. 20 milligrams once or twice a day for 2 or 3 days is going to help you with that itching. Benadryl at nighttime, 25 to 50 milligrams nighttime, and a non-sedating antihistamine, Zyrtec. They're 10 milligram tablets. Don't take one of them. Take 3 or 4 of them. They may make you a little bit sleepy, but it will cut down on your itch tremendously. And then the other thing is, hey, have fun. That's what you're doing as a kayak instructor, right?
Yes.
Well, thanks for your call. Really appreciate it.
Well, thank you, and bless you for your service, sir.
Thank you. Thanks very much. You take care now.
All right. Bye.
Thanks for that call. You can call the show anytime at 608-492-9292.
And let me tell you, swimmer's itch based from ducks. So
Really?
Ducks lay eggs. Microscopic larvae are then in the eggs. There's a whole life cycle that goes out. And when the life cycle hatches and you've got these larvae in the water, bang, you get swimmer's itch. And then it can last for like 2 weeks. Steroids will cut it down. Calamine lotion will be good. Antihistamines will get rid of the itch. And unfortunately, it happens often in shallow water when the water gets warmer. But Lake Superior water, warmer means it goes from 63 to 65. So it depends on what your definition of warmth is. What is your definition of warm water, Karl?
Warm water is a hot tub or a nice bath. But you're saying, well, you said he got attacked by aliens. You're saying the ducks are the aliens in this case?
The ducks are the aliens.
I didn't realize they were
right.
from ducks.
That's right. Ducks. Well, you're not a duck.
No, we are going to talk about quackery later. So are you trying to lead into that?
We are. That's right.
All right. If you have a question for Dr. Zorba, 608-492-9292. You can call anytime.
At AskDrZorba@gmail.com. Send us your questions.
All right, Zorba, let's do our healthy living topic. I'm just going to read this headline. Scientists discover brain mechanism that helps us overcome fear.
Okay, what do you fear? I mean, what do you fear?
It's a
We're
good
talking
question.
about objects, and we're not talking about, what do you actually fear? Like,
I have a fear of heights.
Of heights.
Yeah.
So you got fear
that's
of
one
heights.
of them. I might be a little claustrophobic, too.
Right. So a little claustrophobic. Heights, of course, are a common thing. If I go up in a high area and I'm going over, I'm looking over down something with a railing, I'm always afraid I'm going to jump. Well, I'm never going to jump. So, that's
you get that
never,
tingly
that's
feeling
never
in
gonna
your
happen.
feet?
I do.
Yeah.
Tingly feeling. And in fact, if I even were thinking of jumping, I wouldn't be here right now because I wouldn't have made it. But they've discovered there are different parts of the brain, especially fast approaching objects, loud sounds, that produce fear. And these reactions also come with other things such as visual objects. And they looked at mice. They basically mapped out different areas of the brain, especially in the visual cortex and in the hearing area of our brain called the ventrolateral geniculate nucleus. But basically, these are learning memories that we can alter. So if you have a fear of heights, this is really a complex thing. But let's say you're going to go up because you have to be, you're going to go on a mountain or you want to go ski more. You can actually, this research may help you actually overcome that. So that's really an issue because you like to do fun and crazy things, right?
Yeah, I like to hike and go up a mountain.
So you're afraid when you
great.
go up the mountain, when you go up high and you look out?
If I get to a ledge or like an overlook, I feel that, definitely.
So this research that came out of the University College in London shows that you may be able to do some learning. And frankly, with the use of AI now, there may be a way to develop scenes that over time that may teach you not to have your fear. Now, for instance, when I first learned to swim, my father basically went out to Lake Michigan in Chicago and threw me in the water. And I developed a fear of water. I did not learn to swim until I was in college because I would have dreams that I would drown in a puddle.
Wow.
I remembered that as a kid. Ooh. And I had to overcome that. And I did that with, it turned out, a professor, a guy named Carl Stadenfalk, who helped me get over that fear. And now I love the water. I've gone whitewater rafting. This new study shows we can overcome fears, and it's good for the future of medicine.
Clinky Cleaners is sponsoring this episode.
Thank you. Okay, Karl, what comes to your mind when you think of dry cleaning?
I honestly don't know. I really don't know the technology, how it works, but I know it gets my clothes clean, and they offer the same-day service at all of their locations.
That's right. Clinky Cleaners has been locally owned, really important, and operated since 1958. That is nearly 70 years.
70 years, wow. Nearly 70 years of keeping their clothes and their reputation spotless.
So visit Clinky Cleaners for all your southern Wisconsin dry cleaning needs. Tell them Dr. Zorba sent you, and I've been using Clinky Cleaners forever.
All right, Zorba. Throughout the history of medicine, we've seen countless contraptions and elixirs claiming to cure ailments and professing miraculous health benefits. We still do, in fact. Let's wade into the murky past of medical quackery in the segment we are calling Quack Tales. Quack Tales.
It's great. The music is great, really. It's
All
really
right,
good.
thank you. All right, this one's fun. This is a good one. Tell us about all the different child calming medicines that desperate parents gave to their kids back in the day.
Well, there were lots of medicines, soothing syrups. There was soothing baby syrup. There was Hooper Anodyne. There was the infant's friend. There were teething things. And basically, all of these things tended to have alcohol.
Sure. Why not?
8.5%. So that means it's 16 proof alcohol
that
you're giving your child, along with a smidgen of opium.
Oh, wow. What's a smidgen of opium? What's a smidgen mean?
Well, a smidgen, maybe like 2 milligrams, 3 milligrams of opium.
Okay, so a decent amount of opium.
Well, a decent amount, but actually a decent amount if your kid kept on crying and teething, you gave him more and more and more and more of these. And the other thing was, if your child, this we're talking about not that long ago, but if you were giving your kid an x-ray and they really had to stop moving in the x-ray, we would give them a medication that essentially was a Mickey Finn. You know what a Mickey Finn is?
Well, I've heard of like slipping a Mickey, that term.
That was a Mickey Finn.
Is that from that? Okay.
Basically, it was a drug that we gave to alcoholics to get them to sleep. And we gave them to small children to get them to sleep when we were giving them an x-ray. Wow. And you know what it shows you? Science marches on, and we learn what not to use.
All right, let's do a listener email. The following question came from Becky, who writes, Dr. Zorba, I discovered an acupressure mat through an online ad, so I purchased one. I've been using it for
acupressure. I've never heard of acupressure.
Mat.
I've heard of
You've
people
heard of acupressure.
doing acupressure, but I've never
not
heard
the mat.
of an. No.
Okay. Becky goes on. I've been using it for nearly 2 years now, and I find it wonderful for those times when my back is sore or my joints are achy from just the wear and tear of the day. 15 to 20 minutes on it, and I'm completely pain-free and feeling good.
That's kind of a long time.
Is it? Just to lay on a mat?
I mean, if you've got pain, listen to some music, not a long time.
Nowadays, that's a long time, I guess.
Yeah,
but that didn't used to be a long time, did it? Back in the day?
No, back in the day. Back in the day when there was nothing to do, no radio, no TV, nothing. 15 minutes.
You weren't around
was
back
a
then.
short. No, I wasn't. We're talking about the 1800s.
All right, I got to finish this email, Zorba.
Go for it.
Becky keeps going.
You can finish it.
Okay.
I'm sure.
She says, just wondered if that's something he's ever recommended to folks. Just a caveat, rolling onto it and rolling off is not so pleasant, but the results are totally worth it. Okay. I'm going to jump in first.
Okay.
So I read this email a few weeks ago, actually.
Right. Yeah.
And I ended up buying one. I looked it up.
Even you read the email and you bought. Are you an impulse buyer? Is that what happens?
That's a fair question.
Somebody says, "Hey, there's a Buick outside." You go and buy a Buick.
Shiny new thing. I just go, I just got to buy that.
I can get a Buick.
But I have some every once in a while back pain, sciatica. So I was like, why not?
And
they weren't that expensive.
Actually, when I think about it, I have a little SI joint pain right now. I always have some back pain.
Well, this is good for our experiment because turn around. Zorba's never seen one of these before. We have one sitting right over on the floor of the studio. Do you see that? That's the one I bought.
It's a little weird.
It was like $20 or less. It looks weird. It looks like the.
Good. You didn't buy a Buick. You just bought a mat. It's okay.
It's not a floor mat. It's
not a car.
No, this is an acupressure mat.
I really liked it. I like the color.
You can't just use your floor mats from your Buick. So this thing, just to describe it, if you don't know what it is, it's a little like a camping mat almost, like an air mattress thing. but a thin one. But it's got spikes on it that look like the bottoms of golf shoe spikes. That was how my
Yeah, it
wife
does.
actually described
Yeah,
this thing.
it does.
That's pretty accurate. Like it looks like like
Actually,
golf
they
spikes.
look exactly like golf shoe spikes.
So it's kind of like a bed of nails. I love this thing.
But what does it look like for people who don't golf?
I think most people can visualize golf shoes, right?
Yeah.
Or how about a bed of nails without nails and it's just little tiny, very short spikes? Anyways, listeners, what I want to do is I want Zorba to go try this right now. He's never even seen one, but he's going to go lay down on this thing.
I'm doing it.
Let's do it. Okay. Why don't we do that? Go ahead. I'm going to.
All right.
Maybe I'll insert some music here while he walks over.
Put some music on while I go over there.
Okay, Zorba is laying down on this
Oh,
mat.
my goodness. Oh, it's strange. You got all these spikes, and actually it feels pretty good. Oh, when I go like this, it really helps my SI joint. Wow.
He likes it.
So you can move it. You don't just have to be flat. Or
Yeah.
You can be flat.
And if you put your legs up, your knees up, it engages the lower
Oh,
back.
actually, you know something? This feels pretty good on my SI joint. I mean, I've had SI joint pain for years. I like it. You want to sell it to me? No, I think I should sell it. We're going to sell it on our website, folks. We're going to put up that money.
We don't sell anything on our website.
No, we don't. We don't, but we can make believe.
That's pretty cool. All right, listeners, Dr. Zorba's back up. He's on the mic again. He was
Literally
laying down
back
on
up.
Yeah,
He was on my back.
He was laying
It
on the
very good.
acupressure mat.
I liked it.
What did you think?
It helped my SI joint. I'm going to try it next time. Basically, I had my T-shirt on, take my T-shirt off. But it's a good example of where complementary alternative cures can make a difference. Back pain is really common. There are many ways to treat it, and the best way to treat it, if you can, is without a medication.
That's great. I love the thing. I've been using it for a couple weeks now, and
you look different. You're standing up straighter.
Really, I look. You're just saying that.
Not in the least.
No, it definitely. When you lay on it for a while, you feel these
feel better.
warmth,
Yeah,
radiating through your back.
It felt
and
warm after about
cool.
3 or 4 minutes, so I can see what you mean.
It's very cool. Yeah, we'll put a picture on the Facebook page of Zorba laying down on that mat, just so you can see what this thing looks like.
Absolutely, that's right.
His shirt was on. Okay, so don't get too excited here. All right, let's do our food segment. You recently made some chocolate chip cookies.
The best.
There are pictures on the Facebook page if you want to see those
great.
listeners. But what's so special about these?
New York Times. Well, there are a few things about it. First of all, I looked up a number of chocolate chip cookie recipes, and basically, I use the New York Times, one of the famous New York Times chocolate chip cookie recipes. But when you analyze it, there are a couple of things in there that I think really stand out that you can do for any of your favorite chocolate chip cookie recipes. Here's the update. Don't use one type of sugar, use 2 types. So in other words, half would be light brown sugar and half white sugar. That makes a difference in the taste.
Okay.
Then instead of using one type of chocolate chip cookies, instead of using one type of chocolate chippers that you put in there, use 2 types. So use, for instance, bittersweet and use milk chocolate because that makes a difference too. And the final thing is salt. So this particular cookie, I put in the oven for a total of 14 and a half minutes. 10 minutes into the oven, I pull it out and sprinkle a little bit of kosher salt on the top of it, put it back in the oven for the next 4.5 minutes, and the salt makes the cookie.
Now, who ate all these? Did you eat them all, or did you share them with
this
people?
particular time I made 6 dozen cookies, and that's why I now weigh 300 pounds because I ate all 6 dozen
Hopefully they're in a
cookies.
freezer. Are they in the freezer right now?
Some are in the freezer. Most are in other people's stomach.
That's good.
If you go down the street and you say, hey, would you like a chocolate chip cookie? Everyone will take one, even though they don't know who you are.
Well, when you walk down the street, people know who you are. At least in Madison, they do.
They know in Madison that this is a healthy chocolate chip cookie. And if you believe that chocolate chip cookies are healthy, I will tell you more stories than that.
All right, what did we learn today, Zorba? We learned about swimmer's itch. Comes from ducks?
That's right. Well, it comes from ducks and other waterfowl. Basically, it is a parasite, so it is an alien to us. The eggs hatch and we itch.
Interesting. We learned about overcoming fear. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try to get over my fear of heights.
Absolutely.
That'd be something
You can
that'd be
really
good for
do
me.
it. We learned there are different areas in the brain that actually get affected, and with AI, we'll soon learn new ways to treat it.
And we learned that parents back in the day loved giving their kids opium
That's
to calm
right.
them down.
Opium and alcohol got them them to calm down, but who knows what else had caused them. And those were old remedies that we do not use today.
And then we had Zorba on an acupressure mat. He might just buy one. He's thinking about it.
For sure. It helped my back pain. My SI joint pain actually got help with the acupressure mat.
And we learned about those chocolate chip cookies.
That's right.
Salt.
Remember, salt, sugar, and remember, chocolate chip cookies always go well with any occasion.
All right, Zorba, should we do this again?
Absolutely.
See you next time.
Stay well.